people accept my food, people understand my food, and the people appreciate my food. So that's why I appreciate this city, the Beverly Hills. I appreciate Beverly Hills because the like a prestige for the city, and a lot of good peoples, a lot of good family, a lot of my loyal customers. After 36 years, still that they keep coming. So that's why I appreciate this city, the Beverly Hills. Sushi chefs was my dream. I was a kid because my father passed away. I was very young. Then I have older brothers, and one day he take over my father's job. So one day he took me sushi restaurant. Sliding doors, the welcome is irashaimase, a lot of energies for the. So sushi was a lot of fresh fish there, and sit on the counters. The chef makes one by one. Bite it, wow, and this was my dreams, and immediately I want to be chefs. Then graduate for the high school, and I was studying for the architect, but forget about this. So I started training the chef in the Tokyo. First, but the first 3 years I do dishwashers and bathing, cleaning, washing plates, deliveries, the prep. So 3 years behind the restaurant. After 7 years, so training, one Japanese Peruvian, so he was regular customers in Tokyo restaurant. So he come twice a year from Peru to Tokyo, and always he stopped by. I was training there. He asked me to, so you want to come to Peru, open restaurant together. So that's why, I was very interested to go to Peru. I learned from Peruvian culture how to make the culture food too. So still the basic, my Japanese cooking, but I like to put, little by little, so Peruvian influence combined to simple Japanese food plus so Peruvian the influence. So that's why I create, I don't want to be fusions. I don't like fusion means like sometimes confusion. I like the simple sashimi with Peruvian ingredients. So this is called a Nobu style. Yeah. So still, my food is basically very simple. I studied Japan, then moved to Peru. I was almost 3 years. And one day, Peruvian partner, Japanese Peruvian, so partners, we had a meeting, some argument, because business was good. But I looking for always good product. I like make happy to the guest. But some partner looking for only money. I buy best quality fish. One day the meeting, my partner said, "Hey Nobu, you don't have to buy the best quality fish. So Peru doesn't know still the best fish." I was young also. Then so live the different opinions. Then one day we had a fight, some argument. My partner wants to buy more cheap the fish. So this is not much, business so philosophy. Wife, one kids. Then I was young. All right, game is over. So then I finish it. So now after, finish. Now how can I do? Still I have the dream. I want to be like back to for the beginning. I cannot trust my dream. I take one more time. So went to the Anchorage, Alaska, opening restaurants, grand opening, and busy every night, and fast, almost 50 days, no day off. Opened October, and end of the November, it's called the United States, so Thanksgiving. Yeah. So my first day off after 50 days open, my partner's call, the phone call. "Hey Nobu, so let's start fire." So means No, no, not good joke because my first night, the first day off, Thanksgiving Day, don't say joke. Immediately, I heard from the silence for like a fire car or the ambulance. They go to see outside, so see the big smoke, the big fire, see the far away. So and downtown, and oh my gosh. So the friend of mine, so drive to close to the restaurant, but of course I cannot go because, and I was, so my blood is old. I cannot think about anything, it means my last chance and, my dreams was all gone. So my money is all gone. My brain is like maybe, cannot eat, cannot drink. It's almost, still I don't want to think about this moment. But one day, so kids playing, so some screaming, maybe fighting. Then, so these boys, the kids are screaming, so I wake up. 1 second, but this 1 second, before nothing, but when this screamed 1 second, oh yes, I have kids. Maybe kids, boys screaming, so wake up to me. Then see my wife, so next to me like this. Oh, I have the family, so I have my wife, I have kids. I have to wake up to do. So then I was so tough, but I start again. So from this experience, never rush to what to do next. I like to go one by one bag. Right. So only $24 cash in the pocket, then came to Los Angeles. So because before that, so I was in Alaska, I called a friend in Los Angeles, explained to restaurant open, so fires, I have to go back to Japan, but still, all my dreams gone, but I don't wanna, I cannot stay. So he said, come to LA. Come to LA. Then, pocket 24, one bag, small bag, I came to LA. So I was, that was 1979. So a friend of mine introduced for the West Los Angeles, the small restaurant, so family restaurant, only 6 seats at the sushi bar, and I start to work there. And he support my green card, after 2 years, this guy, these people, I know that from the Peru, he used to work Japanese embassy, so almost he retired. So he came to United States, so I asked him, explain to my situations right now. And he said, okay, I give you like a $70,000, you find your own restaurant. Money back anytime. If we're gonna make the restaurant at least $200,000, $300,000, but $70,000 is I have cash, then no real estate. I was looking for the newspapers, so like driving and asking to somebody sell the restaurant. So then find out, so this restaurant, there used to be, this one building, and they shared the 2 restaurants. My first restaurant opened in 1987, only 38 seats, they include the sushi bar. So then I start Matsuhisa 87 here. One day the De Niro's came to here. Laurent de Jeffy, that he's British movie directors, right. The Killing Fields, he was my regular customer. One day, so he bring the bar, but I don't know what he do. He likes, I was cooking, he likes it. Then, so almost at the closing time, and so Mr. Jeffy come, hey, no, sit down here. So Bob was there, Mr. Laurent Jeffy here. I said, down, thank you, how was the dinner? Oh, it's great, and this Bob De Niro's, oh, hi, but, and then find out, like, oh, he's Mr. De Niro's, is the movie star, or, but he's a very quiet guy. Then, first time I met him, and still, maybe he was shooting at that time something, and come to New York to LA, New York, back and forth, always stop by, hey, no, make him anything, like, so then we start relation with him. Bob come, a lot of people, hey, Nobu, do you know this guy, Oh, now I know. But he likes my food. But I don't care to which peoples come. I like to make all the guests make happy because only 38 seats. So one day, Bob asked me to, hey, Nobu, you wanna do restaurants open in New York with me? And anyway, he sent me a ticket, and also he arranged for the hotel. Second time, I went to New York, stayed with him, and talked about like opening the new restaurant. He bought Tribeca, the building, and used to be the coffee warehouse. He explained to me, Nobu, his dream. Then back to home and back to his house, talking about, and but stay 4 days in New York. Every night go to dinner or explain to, But finally, Bob, thank you so much. But still, my restaurant new and not organized yet, and I want to be back to Alaska, So open too quickly, maybe some mistake. I like to go one by one. I explained everything about, and but finally after 4 days, no thank you, but no thank you, maybe too early. I said, okay, it's still I remember, but it's very cool, and I said okay. But still, okay, so see you in LA again. So thanks, Bob, understand to my situations. Then I back LA, I started working. But still keep coming, he just keep coming. So maybe 4 years, almost close 5 years, he called me in my home. Hey, Nobu, how are you doing? Hi, thank you, Bob, I'm busy. And so this, like between the 4 or 5 years, New York Times and even the LA Times and like TVs, all the media's talking about the Matsuhisa restaurant. Even like a New York Times choose for the best of 10 restaurant in the world, So he called, and I was looking for he looks doing well, and also looking around the use stuff, so growing. So maybe time to come to New York, And I was beginning. He said, I don't understand what he talking about. So it means he was waiting to me. So this, like almost 4 or 5 years. Amazing. So now I understand too, because used to be partner Peru, so Anchorage. I don't want to be partner anymore. But Bob is a different partner because he understand too. He was watching this 4 years. Now, okay, maybe I can trust him. Then, so we start talking about New York project, looking for the locations. So finally, decided my 1994 open New York first Nobu, Tribeca. It's called. So now, the first 3 years stay New York. Called. Then I find like the bi-coast. Bi-coast means New York, the LA. So even me, I started bi-coast, and a lot of customer also bi-coast customer too. Then I started to 38. I'm not the professional restaurant business, but Drew Nipolen has like a restaurateur. He's a very professional, and it's supposed to be the Nobu restaurant there, but the Tribeca Grill. Bob asked the Drew, so he know how to do all the organize, and then we start the New York in 1994. He does training systems like both the computers for how to training, how to promotions. He's a very professional. Yeah. Then we start not the Matsuhisa style. The food is my concept, but the Nobu style the service. So Drew create to Nobu style. Okay, so 94, same time opened the New York. So same times Bob would play the casinos. And Bob production asked me to, Nobu, go to the audition. So what means audition? We do like a movie, the casino, Marty Scorsese's, Joe Pesci, the Sharon Stones, even though I'm playing himself. So go there. Oh my gosh, Bob, it's very busy. I have no time. But my manager, Nobu, you should go to Ellen Lewis for the famous casting the director. So went to the Ellen's office, and she explained to me like a movie. Oh, okay, but okay, maybe I gonna try to, because Mama introduced. But this day I can do, but this day I cannot do it. So she started laughing. So same times, so videos, talking about shooting to like my reactions. So then I explained everything. That's it. Then back to restaurant. So immediately, hey Nobu, so great. So you went to the casting director's office, but they sent me the tape. You looks great. So next step, you should go to Las Vegas. Hey, Bob, wait, But anyway, back to LA. So sent to the plane to Las Vegas. So see the Bob and the Marty Scorsese was there. Hey, Nobu, I saw the, now you now in the movie. I said, oh my gosh, how can I do? Bob says, so sent me the letter. He said, don't worry about, I'm here the next to you. And he gave to me trailer the next to him in the Vegas. Then, and like my first experience for the movie, so with the casino. Now, I can explain to young people everything from my experience. I never tried the experience, I cannot explain to you. But so since I started, always I try my best. I never see two like features. This moment, I like to try my best. Even the work, even life, even talk to people, even the play golf, and but nobody perfect, but I want to be always my best. That's why I like to advise the young people, do it. Don't fret about the challenge, even make a mistake. So please try to learn from mistake. Then take the experience, so career, and also, the business come success. So automatically, so success and money, the happiness. So follow me. So this is my philosophy. Always, I explain to the young people. So from advice from my experience. Okay, so hotel business start from Bob's idea, and we have Nobu restaurants, a lot of different hotels. So first hotel in the metropolitan London. So we have the Australia, Cape Town, the South Africas, and the Hong Kongs, and used to be the Dallas. A lot of Nobu opened somebody's hotel. And the one day, Bob opened like his hotel in the Tribeca. So he said, hey, Nobu, so why open a Nobu restaurant at somebody's hotel? So we have to make a Nobu hotel and the Nobu restaurant there, Idea. So he's very easy, He thinking easy, he said easy, but he doesn't know anything about then, oh my gosh, it's like we have the restaurant busy, and restaurant operations much smaller than the hotel, but the hotel operations are more big, and big operations means like a more headache. So, but before the start, think about this. Then, anyway, Bob's idea to start we made like hotels, hotel teams we built. So somebody asked us, used to be all the restaurant negotiated, the mayor tempers, but now we have the hotel teams. Somebody asked us to like a Nobu hotels, a Nobu restaurant. Then hotel teams talk to some the new investors. So then negotiate all the deal. So negotiate the not my job. So then Nobu hotels, blah blah blah. Then restaurant, so blah blah blah. Then okay, yes, they do it. Then deals close. Then going to see the locations. Of course, I go there to see and try to start build a restaurant. But the first Nobu hotel in the Las Vegas, Nobu hotel. So we have already good relationship with him. So he's the GM, and he asked us to, so in the property of the Caesar's Palace, so it used to be the hotel, but empty. So they want to do a Nobu hotel, like 145 room. Then inside in the Cedars, not independent. So we did it, first Nobu Hotels experience. Now we have the breakfast, so room service, and lunch and dinner, now more operation. But we sent to the management teams and food and beverage teams and chefs teams. Already we have all the teams. But also everything about new experience. Nobody works at the hotel. But, so Nobu restaurant teams, so sent to first Nobu Las Vegas, Nobu Hotels. So they did it. Then we created like a room service menu, so breakfast menu. So first Nobu Hotel, the success, now it's over 10 years. Now we have like a 15, 16 hotel. Yeah, even a couple of days ago, like Spain, the Seville opened. I remember it used to be the 52 or 53, now it's a 54, 55 maybe. Then Nobu, this is. But also my first one, the Matsuhisa, we have 12, going to be the 13 Matsuhisa. So it means almost 70, and plus 15, 16 hotel. But it's like why? Because we have the very strong team. So I appreciate my teams because used to I travel myself. If I go different location, my team the traveling with me. They support, and of course I work another country, another restaurant, but the team support me. So tip, so educate for the next generation. History since 87, New York 94, London 97. How many people grow up from these three restaurants? Nobu or Matsuhisa keep growing because not only the name. Restaurants are opened easy, even the hotel. So location to put the money comes the beautiful down. But after, what's the most important? People's. So I'm very lucky person that you again to thank you. But we have the great teams. So why so teams working hard. So my dream is my teams come to next step. I like to support my teams. My team is working around me. Because everyone looking for the features. Everyone looking for the dream. So my dream is myself. I wanna keep health. Only one dream.